Hello. For our final project, we have decided to let me change off OBS for a little bit here. We decided to make an NBA statistics analyzer. So all three of us had a little bit of interest in basketball and the NBA as a whole. So we thought that we could make we went through a couple of ideas and we decided, you know what, we could make a statistics analyzer where if we could find a data set online, and there's a million of them, about NBA player statistics and how they perform over the seasons, then we could implement that into kind of a search and analyzing feature where you can make an app where you can search players and compare them to other players or just rank them within their own seasons. So we went on Kaggle, and in my little resource section here, this is just a CSV that we found of all NBA players. I believe it begins in 1996 all the way until 2023. That's where it stops. It shows all NBA players and all the seasons they've played, including how many points they recorded, how many assists they recorded, and how many rebounds they recorded. So, as you can see, that's our CSV folder that we use to actually get all our data. So we decided to use JavaFX as taught in class to build our GUI and kind of make it look nice. So we have here the dashboard controller, which is what we actually use to build most of what our main UI actually looks like. So you can add here, add a little bit of error handling. So if there's, no players found, let me just highlight that. If there's no players found, it'll tell you that there's no players found, just in case you're not typing in the correct name. So yeah, we just kind of built it using this. And we built classes and parent classes to kind of, let me open that up, to kind of control players and their actual statistics. So, what their name is, what the actual season is, and what team they played on. That's also recorded. We use this to actually get everything about the players. This was the one we worked on for a little bit, a little CSV importer that actually brings the data over from the CSV file. And when researching online, we found that it'd be better to keep all our, our styling in a resources folder instead of the, main Java code area. So we built CSS files to actually make it look better than normal. There is a light and a dark CSS. That's for themage, which was something we were originally going to do, but we decided against it because it seems a little bit unnecessary in a statistics analyzer. No one's sitting there wondering, oh, I wish this was dark instead of light. You know what I mean? That's more of a that's more of a different application kind of thing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of these, and we, like most applications, the main file is the one that you actually have to run it through. So we made a configuration to actually run it. We don't just have it as a current file. So if we run it, give a little bit there, it should open up the file. And we actually added this in here. Let me highlight that again. Because when we were originally trying to open the application, we were running into issues with actually getting the thing to pop up. So I think for about a good while there, we were wondering, it would kept going through and it would make everything work, but the actual window wouldn't open up. So that ended up being because, well, you can see here we use an image to actually have an image on the application window about what the application is, but the image we had, there was something wrong with it. So because it couldn't fetch the image, it would just sit there and it would it would hang. It would hang and not actually open the application window, but everything else would be working. So, but once we figure that out, this is our statistics analyzer. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a welcome message, and let's just say hypothetically, probably one of the most famous players of all time, let's search up LeBron James. So you can click apply, and right here, it'll show you all of his seasons and all of his statistics. First off, it'll sort it by year. So he started in 2003, and if you scroll down, it'll go all the way to 2023, which is when the data set ends. So if you want to, you can sort it up here. You can sort by points, rebounds, or assists. So if you sort by points and apply, it'll show you his best scoring season, which for LeBron was in 2005 to 2006. Rebounds apply, it'll show you his best rebounding and assists and so forth. And you can do this for multiple players, but let's say you have a name in mind, but you don't have the specific player. Let's say I just search up James because I don't know his full name. It'll show you every single James in the data set. And there's a lot of them, right? I mean, James is a pretty common name. So if you scroll down, you can see a bunch of different James, whether it's their last name, it's their first name. It'll just sort it. And you can sort all the best James by, we have it here by assists up here. You can apply it, and you can see if there's a person named James, the best assist season ever was in 2016 by James Harden here at the top. So that's a pretty cool thing too. And here at the bottom is a compare feature. So let's say I wanted to compare LeBron James to Stephen Curry. And if we click compare here, it'll compare the two players by their best points, assists, and rebounds. So if I click compare, it'll show you right here LeBron James and Stephen Curry like we inputted. LeBron James' best scoring season was 2005, and Stephen Curry's best scoring season was 2020. So here at the bottom, it'll even tell you, just in case you couldn't read it, it'll even tell you who was better at points, who's better at rebounds, and who's better at assists. And yeah, that is our application. Hopefully, that's good. Thank you for watching.